Good day, everybody, and welcome to the New World Practitioner. I'm Dr. Daryl Wolf, and we're going to get right started here today, and I'll tell you what it's all about. The New World Practitioner, we want to talk about our trainings, our courses, but we also want to talk about how we are the leading edge in health today. Now, that's a really big statement, and I want to prove it to everyone, but understand something. There's always a better way. When you realize that you're infinite and that, you can never reach the top, that somebody's going to come along and always do something better. But let's take a look at natural health. Let's take a look at medical health. Let's take a look at all of it. And then let's ask ourselves, if we're so smart and if we're so cutting edge, then why is most of the population under the cutting edge of a knife? Radiation, chemotherapy. Why is it that even with natural health, in most cases, people just go from treatment to treatment? I want to tell you something. When I finished my first college training as a natural health practitioner, it wasn't but 6 months when I came out of training and I said, there's got to be a better way. Everything that I have ever been taught when I've gone to school for, I've kept the essence, like the foundational learning, but I basically got rid of the rest of it. I mean, I'm glad I got the learning, but the learning that I got in school, in all of the schools I went to, whether when I was going for my doctorate in acupuncture, or whether I was going for my doctorate in nutritional philosophy. You know what? I just want to say this, that all of that is great. Education is the way. But when you come out of school, you know as well as I do, to be an entrepreneur and be the best that you can be, you have to get out your imagination and you got to fly. And I want to tell you that I've been in business for 38 years now. And there is not a year that goes by that I don't change things, that I don't get better at them. So that's why we're here. We're here because we want to change the system. Because if our health system was so good, we wouldn't be in this trouble right now. So we're here to talk about the New World Practitioner courses and trainings. Okay? And they've been designed for anyone and everyone looking to be empowered by their practitioner or looking to become a New World Practitioner. So get your questions ready and call us today so we can move forward and grow together so that we can usher in the age of the New World Practitioner. And you're going to know what I mean about the New World Practitioner when I go through this. And I want you to listen really closely to what I'm saying, okay? So what we need to do is we need to unleash the unseen practitioner from within and heal. Whether you're listening to me and you don't want to be a practitioner, you better decide to be a practitioner. You better decide to be a practitioner and look after your body, okay, and know your body, because it's your buddy, so that you can perfect that, so that you can be the light for your family, okay? You haven't seen anything yet. There's a tsunami coming of sickness, okay? Because our system, our natural health system, isn't the healthiest as we think. And the medical system, we know, is sick and needing repair. But just remember this, we are all born with genius, and we were all gifted the potential to not just heal ourselves, but to light the way for our families, patients, and those we care for. I truly believe that the path that most medical practitioners, and yes, even natural health practitioners, are practicing today is outdated and broken. I'm not out to slander others to put myself up, but understand something. You know what? Let's tell it like it is and understand that the majority of the population is not doing well. They're not even well. So I'm saying that our practices are outdated and broken. If we do not, as practitioners, grow on a conscious level, I can't even imagine what's going to happen in the future. As practitioners and the leaders of our family, we must change if we wish to see a change in the healthcare system, because like I just stated, we are the system. So when we're all done complaining about what's wrong out there, we need to look inside ourselves and see how we can improve. Not judge ourselves, just observe and know that, guess what? Our potential to learn, to grow is infinite. Don't put a cap on it. Don't ever believe anybody that you have reached your potential, because that's never going to happen, whether you are someone trying to heal yourself or you want to be a practitioner. Let me ask you a question. With all these so-called medical breakthroughs and the hundreds of thousands of natural health practitioners that practice health in North America, why are we one of the unhealthiest nations on this planet? Come on. You've heard me before if you've heard my speeches. 7 out of 10 people have a chronic disease today. What's wrong with this picture, guys? Seriously. No patting on the back needed, okay? 1 out of every 2 of your family members have a high risk of experiencing cancer in their lifetime. 1 out of 2. And that's even for the practitioners that are practicing to get rid of the cancers. You heard what I said. Because we need to become self-empowering to our patients. And I'll get to that in a second. 70% of the population is overweight or obese. 80% of the population are also pre-diabetic and are experiencing an autoimmune disease at this very moment. The majority of the population are spending their golden years, spending their money due to this system that has never been capable of delivering the promise of great health, even good health. Is your healthcare self-empowering? Is your healthcare practitioner self-empowering? You as a practitioner, are you self-empowering? Do you empower your patients that when they go home, they can take action? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I am dedicated not to opening my mouth unless I give something to a patient that they can go home and take action. And also take action and see a quick response change around so that they can actually really start getting back their confidence. Unless we are teaching and training our patients self-care, self-love, and self-respect, I believe that we are the root of the problem. The answer to this elusive question to great health is healing can only be a personal take action experience if we wish to have it and make it long lasting. As practitioners, we must learn to give patients back their power to heal and also teach them to stop giving it away. A New World Practitioner understands that a scientific breakthrough does not necessarily mean a health breakthrough. So don't be delusional, okay? We need to stay with nature. We need to stay with foundational tools. Yes, energy medicine is going to be important. It is very important. But what type of technology we're using? A lot of practitioners are getting caught up in this testing. Test this, test that, test this. Hey, if you wanted to test me right now, you'd probably find something wrong with me if it was part of the medical system. And then guess what? They would give me a drug or they would give me something else. It's because your body's always reorganizing and finding balance and coherence. So understand something. Don't go to a system that's looking for what's wrong. Because if that's what all they do, they're going to find it. If I want to look at what's wrong in my life right now, I could give you a whole list. But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on what's good. And I'm going to only focus on what's great. And then my health will become better. My wealth will becoming better. My mind will becoming better. A New World Practitioner will first look at the condition that their patient is in. Not the condition that their patient has from now on. That's the first thing. Yes, we will treat their physical condition, but you go ahead, leave the emotional on the side, and you'll find out what happens. Yeah, well, you're going to be like the 99.9% of the practitioners that go from treatment to treatment with their patients. A New World Practitioner's focus will be on training, not just on treating. A New World Practitioner completely understands how the emotional being and the physical body affect each other for creating the perfect health for the perfect body. And a New World Practitioner understands that you must create a new pathway in a patient's brain. So if you haven't even tried as a practitioner to create new pathways for yourself and to grow consciously and to get rid of old archaic treatments and philosophies that just don't work just because everybody else is doing it. I mean, like we don't follow the herd. We do. Even when it comes to therapy, we do that. Otherwise, we need to create new beliefs within ourselves as practitioners, or how can we ever create new beliefs in our patients, you know, if you're going to keep on practicing the same way you practice, don't think you're going to become more successful. So just get right used to it. And just because people are getting sicker, all right, if your therapy is not powerful enough and it hasn't morphed, then guess what? You're not going to get a handle on this situation. And that means your success is going to dwindle. All right? So, first and foremost, if healing is to become permanent, it must happen first in the mind of the practitioner and the patient. Understand something. My trainings, my courses revolve on that, because where the body goes, where the mind goes, the body must follow. A New World Practitioner understands the only growth is conscious growth. A New World Practitioner understands where the mind goes, right? I'm going to say it again. Your health follows. Your health, okay? A health practitioner can only give what he or she is and what they've been trained for. They cannot give what they are not and what they have not been trained for. If we wish to see things different as practitioners or patients, then we must be different. We must be trained different. A New World Practitioner will teach their patients that they are worthy of getting and giving total love and total healing. This is a two-way street, and it has to be unlimited. We must unleash and restore the power to heal within all our patients, because there is an unseen healer within you, and you have unlimited potential as a practitioner, all right? Everybody's a healer. Everybody has intuition, okay? So let's just get to that. We all start off as spiritual beings, light beings with infinite potential. So welcome in the era of the New World Practitioner. And as far as the Hippocratic Oath of do no harm, that no longer exists, because you cannot give what you are not. I say we embrace a new oath as practitioners so that we may raise the bar of healing by raising our own vibration first and foremost. So here's the oath I put together. This is called the New World Practitioner Oath. I am love. I am a healer. Today and every day, I promise to create the perfect day for my patients on an emotional and physical level from the moment they rise until they gently close their eyes. I promise to teach my patients to totally trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and love themselves first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God, because I can. I will awaken their power to self-healing. So, first, let's talk about our upcoming courses. For those of you that don't know, that might be interested, our St. Petersburg trio courses will be held at the Crystal Bay Resort. It's a beautiful boutique hotel, and the price is right. It's gorgeous there. It's only a mile from the beach, about a mile from downtown, and it starts on October the 22nd, okay? And it runs for almost a month, because first we have the Whole Life Coach for 6 days, and then we have the break, 1 day break. Then we have the Wolf Deep Tissue for 7, a 1 day break. And then we have the non-surgical for 4. And then I'm doing one more Whole Life Coach certification because the first one filled up, and this one already has 8 in it. So we're almost filled. And we only have 3 more spaces left in the courses, okay? Just so people, if you want to know, you can go to itioh.com. We won't be giving prices on that, but you can go and take a look at it, okay? All right. So then we're also doing another course, and the next course that we're doing will be actually in Adelaide, Australia, and we're only doing the Wolf Deep Tissue course and the non-surgical, and it's going to be in a 5-star bed and breakfast. Beautiful, beautiful place. And with this course comes all your organic fruit and vegetables, organic meals, and blender drinks, and your stay in this beautiful boutique hotel. And it's an amazing price, but I'll let you check that out as well. And then that's in February the 1st. And then on the 3rd week of February, we're here in Canada at the International Training Institute of Health. And then we're going to do the triple course here in Canada. Okay? All right. So if you want, just start writing your questions down, and we'll get to them. But here's what I want to talk about, okay? Give me just 1 second here. So everybody that takes our courses, okay, like the Whole Life Coach course. Oh, and if anybody signed up for any of these courses and you haven't seen Peter to go to Kajabi and get all your information, like for the Whole Life Coach course, understand that you get the Braveheart free. You'll be getting about 100 audios, real life consultations. You'll be getting the Perfect Day. You'll be getting the Braveheart Way. And that's the information we need you to go through. For the Wolf Deep Tissue, you'll be getting the 365-page manual. Okay. You'll also be getting the Braveheart. You'll be getting the Braveheart Way, the Perfect Day manuals. You'll also be getting some videos and some other audios on your training. So I hope you've started those already. And with the Wolf Non-Surgical, everybody will be getting also the Braveheart training, and they'll be getting a booklet describing everything step by step, okay, for the Wolf Non-Surgical. Again, if you haven't got your information and you haven't got started, please see Peter about this and get started on Kajabi, okay? All courses, like I said, include the Braveheart online training. With the Wolf Non-Surgical, you cannot take the Wolf Non-Surgical without the Wolf Deep Tissue as a prerequisite. So the Wolf Deep Tissue, let me back up a little bit. So when you come to take the Whole Life Coach certification, it's 6 days. What are you going to learn there? Well, you're going to learn everything you need to learn from constipation to cancer. Yes, I know. People are going to go, you know what? There's no way that this guy can teach this. Well, yes, I can. Because we have what we call the Perfect Day, and we will show you how to actually orchestrate and build that perfect day with any type of condition. And the other thing is, I'm going to be showing you what kind of support we give. For an institute, training institute, we give more support than you will imagine when I go through this. And you'll see why we don't give you any type of room for failure, okay? And I mean that. We will build this thing for your success. So you're going to learn how to do a consultation on an emotional level. You're going to be able to assess the patient, and then you're going to be able to build the perfect day in a nutritional way. You can take a look at the information on ITOH to go deeper, or you can call me if you have questions. When it comes to the Wolf Deep Tissue, then we have a day break. And when it comes to the Wolf Deep Tissue, and you can just take the Whole Life Coach course if you want, okay? But most people take the triple course because they're looking at becoming practitioners, right? And you have to understand something. You know, if you've thought that you have to spend tens of thousands of dollars, go into debt, and spend a long time, like months or years, to try to do this, you don't. And understand something. Whether you're in the general public or you already have a health business, I can guarantee you that we are going to set you up and we are going to guide you that you can have abundance on all levels. So with the Wolf Deep Tissue 7 days, we're going to teach you how to work on all the muscles and all the joints of the body. We're going to show you how you can reverse these conditions faster than any other body work that we know of or I've ever heard of. And then we take a day break, and then we go to the non-surgical, which is 4 days, where we really focus on the pelvis area. Okay, like prostate problems, bladder problems, uterine problems, ovarian problems, even problems in the groin and problems in the hip that are connected. And then we focus on the abdomen, we focus on the pecs or otherwise the breasts, and we focus on the face. That's it for 4 days, because we want to really show you how to pull the fibroids apart, how to actually work on tumors to help to weaken the tumor growth, how to actually get rid of the crystallization, the calcium deposits, and things of that nature. But you'll be able to go and read up on all of that on ITOH or give us a call. All Doc of Detox and ITIOH, okay, affiliates, okay, will also be invited to a closed product and training. And this will be about product and a training for your when you're dealing with patients. You'll be able to ask me questions. So if you're an affiliate of ours, which Jack and Peter are going to explain today, we have an affiliate program where you can actually join us as a professional affiliate, or if you've taken one of our courses, and you can actually sell our products without carrying them and still make profit on our products as if you're carrying them. because we did this because we're trying to eliminate everybody that isn't really good at marketing, purchasing, and looking after that part of business, but they're really good at their at counseling. They're really good at body work. What happens is, you know what? Don't get me wrong, but most natural health practitioners aren't real good business people. I'll tell you, I wasn't for the first 20 years. And I wasn't. I'll admit it right now. So we want to pass that along to you, help you to create an abundant business, help you to be successful with your patients. And we've created what we call business in a box, so that you're not just coming and taking our courses. You're going to be getting trainings from us every second week, and then we're going to be doing it every week, answering all your questions, keeping you up to date with the products, getting you to understand how everything functions and comes together. And then we're even going to be doing business in the box meetings every 2 weeks, where we're going to teach you about marketing, where we're going to teach you about your website, and we're going to teach you about what you don't need to know and what you do need to know. And we're going to stop you from having those pitfalls that cost you so much money. I've spent and wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars on people that promised me things and they never ever did do them. So understand that. And I'll tell you today that you can find practitioners that have been in business for 30 years, and you know what, they're still struggling, but they're really good at what they do, but they're terrible business people. And then you'll find people that just got into the business and they're really good at that aspect of, they're a good practitioner, or just even fair, but they're good at business and they're making lots of money. So what we've done is we've taken the last 3 years to create a platform that takes away all that nervous stress, all those fears about failure, and then trying this and then not succeeding. Understand something. You know, I already told you that there's a practitioner in everyone. So why don't you just move forward? And you know, I was talking to someone today, and they said, I'd like to take your courses. And they said, how long is your 3 courses? I said, 19 days. And they said, wow, that's a long time. Really? So if you came to my course for 19 days, all right, and it actually gave you the foundation of getting started, and we could prove to you that in the 11 days of training with the Wolf Deep Tissue and the non-surgical, I could make you into one of the most powerful bodywork therapists that there is. That's not powerful to you? You mean you would rather go to school for 1, 2, 3 years and still not have this technique? And if I could prove to you that with all of the protocols that I'm going to give you and with the steps I'm going to give you, that you could actually emotionally and nutritionally help to support someone even after 6 days, but you'd have to promise me that you're going to do the work, you're going to come on the calls. You don't think you can do it? This is all about confidence level. You know, you're always going to find people say, I haven't got enough money, I haven't got enough time. I always hear that about people that are ill or have something wrong. And then when they really get ill, all of a sudden they have all the time and money in the world. So, you know, the thing is how much do you love yourself? Are you dedicated enough to spend the money and spend the time and then live your dream? Or should you just live everybody else's dream? You know, this lady that I was talking to about the course, she's going to take it. She said to me, well, you know, I've got 3 kids and maybe I'll take it when it's better. And I said, it's never going to get better. I said, you have a husband, right? Yeah. Well, he can feed them and he can look after them for 19 days. And it's about time that you got selfish enough to live your dream. Have you always wanted to be a practitioner? Yep. Ever since I can remember. I know so much about health. I knew more about health than my doctor, she says. I said, well, there you go. So the only thing that's stopping you is that you live for everybody else. You need to live for yourself right now. And you need to show your children that when they have a dream, they need to fulfill it. And then you need to just trust in your husband that he can feed and look after your kids. So what's really stopping you? So she signed up. This is not a pitch. I just want you to question yourself. That's all. So let's say that you came and you took the course and you loved it. Just know this, that in Florida, we have people coming back for the 2nd and 3rd time for all 3. We have 2 people that are coming back in this course in Florida, and they're going to be master trainers. Okay, that would be Andrea Frank, and that would be Suzanne Gray. And they're amazing. They're amazing. You ever get to go to these two people? And this is their 3rd time coming. And both of them were practicing as soon as they finish the first round. Do you get this? Do you know how many people come so no confidence, they can't do it, they come but they're all nervous, they don't know if it's going to make it or not, and then they see that, guess what? They were sold a wrong bill of goods. And that wrong bill of goods is that you're limited, you're not smart enough, and you know, you have to go into hundreds of thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in debt. And you know, only the privileged are going to actually be able to become a practitioner. I'm gonna challenge you to tell you that that's not the truth. Why do you think we offer a money-back guarantee on all our treatments, okay, and all our consultations? All right. And why do I say when I get on here that I challenge anybody I challenge anybody out there in the professional field, because we can turn around anything. And I tell everyone that if you have a patient and you only can't go any further with your patient, send them to me. And if I can't go further with them, then guess what? I'll give it to them free. So understand, why do I do this? Because I need the work? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Why do I do this? Because I'm trying to tell the world that their potential of healing and getting well, we haven't even scratched the surface yet. So when people come to us and they take the course 3 times, they become master trainers, guess what they do? They start helping us train all over the world. And then we start sending them personal treatment and trainings, which means couples come to them. Somebody sick that would come with a caretaker, or a whole family will come. We have what we call the Oasis condos here, where people actually come from all over the world and fly to us. And families will come, couples will come, 2 sisters will come. All you got to do is go to our website. We put up every personal treatment and training. We don't pick and choose, so you can take a look at them, and I think you're going to be amazed at what you can accomplish. And understand something. I've got people that have taken my courses that are doing this. If you want it, and it's your passion, and it's your desire, then we will make sure you get it. So also our master trainers that have come 3 times, they also go up on our website. So let me ask you a question. What if there was a turnkey program that had 37 years experience of success on a therapeutic and financial level that anyone could afford? Would you do it? Okay? So understand this. We've got it. We have it. It's affordable. It doesn't take forever to take the course. But what it does is it takes desire and passion and loving yourself to give yourself this gift. Okay? Now, I will say this. Now, Jack and Peter are going to go through this. We have what's called an affiliate program. And that affiliate program is for professionals and for entrepreneurs that are in health. And if you want to find out about that, they will be talking about that somewhat today. We also have a loyalty program. Oh, just know this, the affiliate program, I will tell you this much, that if you're a professional and you take our courses and you're not ready to carry your own products, you can carry all our products by just getting a code from us. And when you get that code and you pass that code on, if somebody buys something from us, for the rest of their life, we will pay you commission on them. You'll be able to track everybody every time they come and purchase. And, okay, that's just with Doc of Detox with the products. With all the courses, you'll be an affiliate too, which means we will pay you a percentage for helping to share this information. Okay? Understand something. We are out to create a Braveheart Nation. We are out to create what we call, right, the new World Practitioner. And we know that we need to come together as a tribe, as a nation. It's the only way we're going to be able to accomplish what we want to do, and that is to make a difference. And you can also pass this on to your patients if you want. We have what's called a loyalty program. And if you're just a person who wants to buy our products, and you actually can sign up for a loyalty program, and that means that every time you purchase from us, 10% of 10% of everything you buy goes towards a credit to help you purchase more products. So what we're trying to do here at the Doc of Detox is we are trying to give back, and we are trying to create a program that we can bring everybody in on. And I promise you that I'm going to keep doing my shows. I'm going to keep doing my trainings, and I'm going to deliver, okay, the most powerful, effective, and least expensive protocols and take action strategies that this planet has ever seen. So I'm going to pass this over, okay? And we're going to be talking about Business Builder in a Box. Our two top designers of Business Builder in a Box are here to answer all your questions. I would like to introduce Peter and Jack. Before I do, they're going to be telling you about some things, and then please feel free to start calling in if you have questions. And if nobody has questions, they can go to ITIOH and Doc of Detox, or Peter and Jack may tell you to go somewhere else for information. But now I'm going to open the floor to them. Thank you.
Sure. So just to start off, I just want to put out my email there, peter@docofdetox.com. And Jack, do you want to give out your email as well?
Yeah, I'm just jack@docofdetox.com as well.
Great.
J
And
as you'd expect.
And just to touch upon what Daryl was talking about for the affiliate program, it makes sense to start off with that because the affiliate program can also integrate into the Business Builder, the Business in a Box program, but it's for people who might just want to kind of dip their toe into the water first before they take that dive. So just to explain the practitioner program and the affiliate program for the loyalty customers, the practitioner affiliate is 30%. And the way it works is you have to sign up to our system. Our system is called Reversion. So if you see that you're sent over to a different website, don't worry. We use Reversion. It's docofdetox.com or .reversion/docofdetox. And when you sign up through that portal, it integrates into our e-commerce platform. And we're going to get into that a little bit further down the line, which is Shopify. And every conversion that happens through your unique link is tracked through that system. And you can log in and you can check on those stats. So if you send out a link to a family member or to a friend, or if you're a practitioner and you're sending it out to your patients, you'll be able to track those sales and you'll see how those conversions. So you'll see, maybe my friend Bob clicked on the link, but he didn't buy anything. Or my friend, Michelle clicked on it and she bought, $300 of product. So the system would track that, and 30% of that sale, excluding shipping, taxes, and any discounts, is going to be allocated to your account. And then at the end of the month, we go through that entire ledger of transactions and we pay people out through their PayPal, email, or if they prefer an e-transfer, we can do that as well. So that's how the practitioner affiliate system works. The loyalty affiliate system is based on a 10% commission. And that's for anyone. Anyone can sign up. You can even be a customer if you just want to, share products because you love them, and maybe you want a little bit of extra money so that you can put towards your own purchases. It's 10%, but instead of being paid out at the end of every month via PayPal or through e-transfer, you can only receive a store credit. So that's only to be used for online purchases, or if you accumulate enough, you could use them towards a course if you want. But that's a non-monetary reward in respect to like fiat currency. So you're just going to receive a store credit. And before we touch on Business Builder, I guess we just want to talk a bit about branding, since branding is so important before you even dive into the platforms of technology, the systems, and Jack's going to talk about that, and then we'll jump back into kind of the systems we're going to use and how we're helping practitioners that might not be natural entrepreneurs, or they might not, business might not come naturally to them. We're helping them connect those dots and kind of get rid of the guesswork.
Yeah, well said, Peter. Great to be on here today. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about branding and visual language and how it's important in business. And not only that, how targeted branding is especially important in business. So to get off, to start, a visual language is in essence the tone of voice you're going to use to communicate with your clients without actually speaking. So it's going to be your specific colors, your fonts, your imagery choices, and composition that come together to form kind of an overall brand experience. So whether you're just starting out or you already have some kind of branding in place, a color palette, a logo set, stuff like that, it's really, really important to make sure your visual language speaks to your target audience. So now for me, as the creative director of ITIOH, I'm really well experienced in creating effective branding for the natural health industry. And this will allow you to attract clients who may be shopping around for practitioners. So this will allow you to be recognizable within your market. And also, because we're going to be going for very premium design, you're going to stand out as a top tier service. Having really high quality, consistent branding, it creates a sense of establishment, trust, and recognizability within your clients. You know, it makes you seem much more legitimate and approachable. So this is also how we're going to make each of your templates unique to you when we start getting more into the business builder. Now, if anyone would like to talk to me directly about branding, please contact me at jack@docofdetox.com, and we can discuss things like logo design, business cards, stationery, social media starter kits, and product promos if you're selling things as well. So that's my little intro to branding. If anyone has any questions, please call in, because, you know, these conversations are much easier when they're two-sided. But are we ready to get into the business builder side of things?
Yeah, sure. Let's break down the platforms just so people understand, you know, what we're using, why we're using it, and then we can dive into the details. And towards the end, we'll start talking about pricing a little bit. We have some ballpark prices to introduce. We're still not, you know, final on those prices yet, and there will be some a la carte pricing options as well. So just to start off, we're just going to talk about, now that Jack spoke about branding, we're going to talk about the website itself, because typically people, they jump into a website first, which makes sense because you're trying to attract customers. It's either your portfolio, you know, it's your front facing interaction with clients who are looking for your services. So we've tried it all. We all have a background in entrepreneurship. We've tested out different platforms like WordPress. We've tested out different platforms like Wix, Squarespace, Shopify. There's so many different platforms out there, and we've tested out all of them. And we've decided that Squarespace. Now, also keep in mind, when we're recommending things, it doesn't mean that they're the absolute best. It means that they're the best for what we need it for.
Exactly. So there's a million ways to do anything, and this is just our proven method of doing it.
Yeah, and we'll explain the reasons why we did that. So, you know, if we're going to talk a bit about what we used before, we used WordPress before, and the issue that we found with WordPress is you really had to have a tight relationship with your website developer if you wanted to make any change to the website. If you didn't have an in-house web developer that specialized in WordPress, you really kind of ran into hurdles. You couldn't change structure up too well. There's a lot of different plugins that you have to pay for, and a lot of the plugins were third party, which means they're not owned by WordPress. Like WordPress is freeware, so you don't have to buy it, but you do have to buy the plugins and the themes that come with it. So there's a lot of different hands in the pot. And what happens is, just like if there's too many chefs in the kitchen, it's hard to coordinate all that. And if, you know, a certain plugin gets an update and another plugin is not optimized for that plugin, then you start running into issues with your website where certain things won't load or it starts crashing. So we didn't like that to start off with. A second thing was hosting. So whenever you have a website, you have your domain and then you get your hosting. So with hosting, you have to make sure that the amount of people that are on your website, you can handle them. And if there's an influx of people, so if you do a YouTube video or you do an advertisement that gets a lot of traction, if too many people come to your site at one time and it's not hosted on a good host, it's going to crash and your site's going to go down and you're not going to be able to capitalize on all those people that came to your site. So Squarespace is a cloud-based web platform, and they have multiple servers that are stretched out across the world. And if there's too much load on one server, it gets automatically distributed to another. And that also integrates into the security side of things. So Squarespace handles security as well. They use Amazon Web Services, which are, you know, the CIA just commissioned them for their own server. So it's no joke. Like, it's top level security.
Mm-hmm.
And these are all things that really matter to us, because we didn't want to build something on a foundation that was kind of, you know, on sand. We wanted it to be, you know, rock solid, you know, Canadian shield, so to speak. So that's the reason why we went with Squarespace. Squarespace addressed all those issues. Squarespace addressed hosting. Squarespace addressed ease of use, modern, cross-compatible with multiple different platforms. And also from a business side of things, if we were to bring in new employees to the company, we could train them very easily to make modifications on that website with absolutely no background in any sort of structured web design schooling or anything like that.
It's a very responsive platform, meaning that your websites, they'll look good on a computer, on an iPad, and on a phone, depending how you're viewing it.
Yeah. And if anyone's familiar with Squarespace, they'll know that they also have an e-commerce system. And we chose not to utilize the e-commerce system in Squarespace just because it limited us in multiple different avenues. So the first and most important thing was processing shipments. Now, I know some of the practitioners out there, they might not want to get involved into shipping, and that's fine. We won't dive too deep into it. If you don't want to handle shipping, just join our practitioner affiliate program. They can order through our website with your link, and we'll handle everything. But if you want us to carry your own products, which some of our practitioners do, you want to use an e-commerce system. And if you have a very simple setup and you don't have too many orders every month, Squarespace is a really good option because it's integrated. You don't have to pay for anything extra. But if you have a bit more volume like we do, you want a system that can handle all those orders and can automate shipping tracking notifications, shipping confirmation notifications, shipping labels, which get printed out automatically on sticker paper, so you don't have to, do a third step like go to UPS or FedEx or go somewhere else that takes time out of your day, and you have to kind of create a shipping label from scratch. So we wanted something that was very scalable and something that didn't take too much upkeep. So that's the reason we went with Shopify. It cost us quite a bit more. It's basically using two platforms that we had to integrate, so we had to create a subdomain for that. But it's very effective for what we needed to use it for, and it's made a huge difference in the office. I mean, it basically got rid of one person's position, because you just need someone sitting in front of a computer just handling shipping labels, day in and day out.
And Peter, if I can say something.
I'd also like to mention Shopify. It is one of the most well-established, well-recognizable e-commerce platforms on the internet. All of the pros use Shopify. It really is the top tier.
Yeah, and if you want to use a Canadian company, they're 100% Canadian.
Absolutely.
Guys, can I say something? And everybody out there, so understand, I'm a practitioner. And when I heard I had to do all this stuff, I just wanted to go into a corner and curl up and just go to sleep. So understand that anybody that actually does our courses or gets involved with us on a professional level like this, we are going to train you, aren't we, guys? We're not going to leave you out there.
No, that's the whole purpose of this is like Dr. Wolf's reaction to all these terms that Peter and I are throwing out right now. This is why we are here, so you guys don't have to worry about them, and we'll take care of all of it.
Yeah, listen, your dream can come true, guys. Don't be scared. Don't worry about this. This is, we'll teach you what you need to know that you can trust us. How's that? Okay. And when I say this, Peter will tell you too, that before Peter and Jack came along and really started to help me out, I was wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Is that the truth, guys, or what?
It's the truth.
It's
the truth.
When you want to talk about a nightmare, a bloody nightmare. So,
and you know what? That's the reality of it. If you're going to be pushing your business to grow, or if you're starting off as an entrepreneur, you're gonna get scars down the road. And Daryl definitely has the scars to prove it. I have the scars to prove it. Jack has the scars to prove it. And you learn from that. And we got to the point where we found the right platforms that fit for what we need, and they really got rid of a lot of headaches and a lot of worry. And that's probably the most important thing in running a business, getting your mind off things that don't matter, specifically for your business. How can you help someone if you can't help yourself?
If you want to see yourself become successful, that would usually take, and I'm not exaggerating, 7 years, and do it in 2 or 3, then this is what you need to do. And why do you need to do it? Not because we're going to cost you more. We're going to cost you less. Okay, so yeah, I need everybody to understand something. Everything about me, Daryl, the guy, I am 100% integrity. I am here to help you. I'm here to get you on the fast track of your passion and your desire, and to make you abundantly happy about what you do, and to make you abundantly financially successful. You know what? You can have both of them. You don't have to struggle, just like you don't have to be sick. You don't have to lose your limbs. You don't have to struggle for years. This is the curve you were looking for. And you don't have to jump in, but just stay connected and listen to those that decide to jump in and learn our courses, and to use our platform, and find out that this is all about the heart. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah. And if the business builder, you might not be into it. Let's say you want to try it out yourself. You want to be an entrepreneur. You really want to get down and dirty and figure it out yourself. That's fine too. You don't have to use our system, but feel free to call us and consult with us. and we can tell you, you know what, we might have been down that road already. We don't recommend it. We recommend going in this direction. And it's really hard to find people who will give you honest advice that won't try to sell you something. So we can tell you, you know, oh, I'm going to build a WordPress site. We can be like, okay, you can do that, and it works, and some people do use it, but we ran into issues A, B, and C, and this is why we didn't do it. And we would recommend that unless you really have the time and resources to deal with it, that you kind of steer clear of that type of system.
Building off that as well, you know, if you need consultations about possible rebranding directions, you know, maybe you just received a new logo from a potential designer and you want to make sure, you know, that it fits with the industry, by all means, run it by me specifically, and we can definitely point you in the right direction.
We are truly, we're truly here to help you, okay? Because I'll tell you, it moves fast and furious out there, guys. By the time you learn something, it's already on the curve. So you know what? You know, we have to get people that we know are going to be good at what they do. And you know what? And when you come to us, if we actually say, okay, it's going to cost this, if we do this, then we want you to go out there and do a comparison and then watch out what happens. You're going to find out that we are actually the real thing. And we have a question, guys. Is that okay? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right. So go ahead. We have a question. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Suzanne in Tampa.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne. Before we go
Hey,
further, I'm going to be ordering the mats. Okay. All right.
Okay, Daryl.
For Tampa. Okay. for the St. Petersburg course, I'm ordering those tonight. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Go ahead.
I just want to put a plug in here for Jack. He took a look at my website and he created a beautiful, I mean, fantastic website. Everybody that had gone on my old one and my new one said it was so easy to navigate. And actually, I had an increase in online booking. The way that he formatted was incredible. So, and I'm not a computer person, but Jack has got so much patience, so does Peter, and have worked with me. And so those that are listening, don't be afraid to ask them to do this because it will save you a lot of time and energy because they're fantastic.
And Suzanne, just a quick question. Did you consult anyone else beforehand? Like, did you get any quotes from other people, or did anyone kind of explain the process to you?
You're very affordable. Very affordable. Absolutely. And well worth every bit of it.
Well, thank you, Suzanne. I definitely appreciate that. You've been a delight to work with so far.
Okay,
and everybody, Suzanne Gray, if you want to get her phone number, Suzanne, give it. Suzanne Gray is going to be a master trainer. This is her third time with all 3 courses. And like I said, when you become a master trainer, you can actually start training for us around the world. So, and she's going to be helping us train down in St. Pete's, right, Suzanne? In October.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's going to be fun.
All right. So Suzanne, why don't you give your website and your phone number so people can maybe talk to you if they feel they want information. Okay?
Okay. My website is renewlifewellness.com. And my office number is 813-871-3200.
Great. And where are you based out of, Suzanne?
I'm based
Let
out
everyone
of
know where you're
Duluth
based out of.
right now, but I also have another exciting thing going on. I'm going to get a second location in Tampa. So I'm really excited about that.
That's great.
So the other thing, too, I wanted to ask you gentlemen about was the affiliate program, because in the very beginning I had gotten my affiliate, code. And so what I have done is that when I communicate with people, I'll go ahead and copy and paste it and send it to them. So I don't know how far back you're going on this. So is there a way that I can check with somebody
let me touch on that. I'll talk about the technical side of things for those referral links.
And Peter, can you tell everybody that there's 2 affiliate codes, one for ITIOH? And okay, thank you.
Absolutely. So the way the affiliate system works is we're essentially using 4 systems. We might actually be using 5 systems right now that we're integrated to one. So the first thing we're using Reversion, and Reversion is for Shopify sales, which are product sales only. That affiliate link you'll get when you log in through the Aversion portal, and you'll see that on the login page. That is product only. For ITIOH, we only have one product right now that we're officially promoting, which is Braveheart as their affiliate program. And you have to log into Kajabi's affiliate portal to promote and to refer that specific product. So they're two separate websites. The way that it works from a technical aspect is you sign up, the system generates a unique link for you, and it's based on your ID number specifically. And when you send it out, your computer, your browser, if you're using Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer, it doesn't really matter. It generates something called a cookie. And the cookie stays in your cookies for, we have it set actually for 9,999 days. So it's a long time. So if that person purchases anything going forward, unless they decide to clear their cookies for whatever reason, you're going to get that conversion sale. So most people, they're just going to click on it, even if they buy it 2-3 weeks down the road, 4 weeks down the road, or a year down the road. As long as those cookies are present, you will get that conversion. So you don't have to worry about, you know, following up with them. Just send over the link and you're good to go.
Suzanne? I think we lost her.
We might have lost her. Okay.
Still applies though. Still applies.
Yeah.
You know, we've made this as automatic and as easy to use as we could figure out.
Yeah. And when it comes to affiliate programs, we looked at a whole bunch of different affiliate programs too. And in order to do both properly, we couldn't integrate into one system because we have got a bunch of questions. You know, how come I can't log in with this account, or why can't this account not log into that account? And, you know, just like anything in life, you can be the jack of all trades, but then you'll be a master of none. So if you want to be good at one thing, you stick with one.
And also the professional affiliate program. We will have all our courses in the affiliate program. So anybody that takes the courses, that refers people, or anybody that knows about the courses, or even carrying our products, that uses the code from the International Training Institute of Health, they will be getting commission on any of our courses. Because the object is that we are going to use the power of people to get the word out and to create an revolution in healing. And in also financial abundance, because everybody deserves financial abundance. There is more than enough to go around for everyone, health and wealth.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I mean, even with this business builder program, even talking with friends in passing, or, you know, other people that have just kind of, you know, colleagues, you know, they're interested in taking advantage of this, even though we're focused at, you know, the practitioners right now. People who are just off the street, they want the same thing, because I don't think there's a service out there that provides this type of service from A to Z. No one's really doing it.
Not as targeted and as complete as what we're offering. It truly is the whole package, everything you need from start to finish to run your whole operation. Yeah. Other than us actually doing the treatments for you.
Yeah, but also we're also one of the only clinics that tells you that don't text me, don't email me, call me, because we're human beings and we'll answer your questions. And it doesn't have to be about our products, and it doesn't have to be about anything. We're just here because we realize, well, I do, and I try to teach it down the line, that we are all family and we're in this together. And you know, we can't improve our lives unless we're improving other people's lives.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And you guys want to talk about the loyalty program that's for all just for our patients and purchasers, right?
Yeah. I already touched upon that right at the beginning. So okay. I'll just go over it one more time real briefly. So, you know, if you're not a practitioner, if you're just someone who likes to buy products, we do have that sign up for 10% for store credit, and you can use it for your purchases going forward. So, you know, send it over to a friend, send it over to a family member, you get your store credit, and then, you know, you can get products for free if you send out enough of them.
All right. Is that it? Have we gone over everything?
No.
I think
oh
Suzanne
my gosh, guess who's back?
Yeah. Suzanne's back.
I'm back.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi. So I want to go back for a second. Daryl, you mentioned, as always, you're always changing the program. So those of us that have gone through the Braveheart and the Perfect Day, do we need to contact Peter again for a new update for the October class?
What do you mean?
Well,
I think
that,
she's talking about the Braveheart, reshooting Braveheart. So
yeah.
So
or the new
we
manual.
yeah.
Suzanne, can you specify a bit more what you mean, please?
What I'm talking about, he said in the beginning that when you sign up for the course, that you'll get the Braveheart and you get the Perfect Day. Now, Daryl always changes things and makes it better. So
yeah, but they've been changed. They're changed in Kajabi, and you just have to go in there and get them.
Yeah, they've already been updated,
Okay.
Suzanne. Everything is there waiting for everyone who has an ITIOH login. All of our most recent manuals have been updated on the site.
Okay, great.
Well, you know,
Thank
Suzanne,
you.
that everything changes with me in 6 months, right? Not everything, but you know what?
Actually, Daryl, they sometimes change every 3 months.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that, you know, we have unlimited potential, and yeah, we're not going to stop.
No, it's wonderful. It really is.
And now that we touched on Braveheart, we are reshooting Braveheart. I mean, I don't know if anyone's watching that has watched our older shows, but you can obviously tell the production quality that we're dealing with now. We're stepping up our production. You know, everything that we're putting out right now is top shelf, and we're really not lowering the bar or standards for anything. We're really doing the best that we absolutely can, and we're dealing with the best that's out there.
And that's what we want to provide to anyone who wants to sign up for any of these platforms, is just the best.
And it doesn't have to come at a premium. These are not extremely expensive things.
No,
and
as someone who works in the industry, I can tell you our price model is very reasonable.
Absolutely. I mean, if you were to look at, we're not going to touch on pricing today, but we're going to have a 3-tier system. So tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. And it's going to be structured at people who maybe want, you know, they really want to take this serious. This is how they want to make their living. They'd be looking at tier 3, or someone who says, you know what, I got a job. I want to do this on the side. Let's start off with tier 1. I can get my business cards, my website, and we'll go from there. But this is really catered to kind of help you just jump into business and just get going.
Yeah, and I want to tell everybody out there that I really want you to take a look too at our products, especially look at our humic and fulvic line, and also our life crystals. We're the only ones in the world that have life crystals in our humic fulvic, and we also have a patented process that has the best humic fulvic in the world. I mean, coming from the point of view of just taking our products, or even all the products that I picked, they're the best, and they really are. And I know people say that all the time, but I've been making essential oils for 35 years, and I have the same chemist, and I can tell you right now that he handpicks the actual essential oils that we make, the fruits, the vegetables, the herbs. I mean, you know, he's like 85 years old, and you know, he's got a whole staff under him. Everything about us, we are giving it and delivering you the best. Okay, we're trying to make it easy. We want everything to be powerful and simple, from our nutritional protocols to our computer websites, and to our trainings, and even our financial platforms. Right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And even to touch upon some of the things that are a bit more my specialty, which is network security and cloud managed networking.
What?
So, you know, so another little thing, like, for example, let's say a phone number, if you want a 1-800 number, or, you know, Daryl talks about turning off your Wi-Fi all the time. We're integrating these services as well. So if you want Wi-Fi that turns off automatically at night, you don't have to put it on an electrical timer. You want it to turn on at a certain time, turn off at a certain time. We can facilitate that hardware as well. If you want a 1-800 number to forward to your cell phone or to forward to different phones, we have the latest technology in-house, and we can ship it pre-configured to your house. No setup whatsoever from a third party, just plug and play.
And also, Peter, he's one of the best IT guys in the business. Just like Jack, I handpicked them. They're amazing, and you're going to find out that. And you know, if you want to learn how to back up all your information and do it properly, okay, and have the best cutting edge IT and office, and get the best graphic work done and design, well, you know, this is why we have them. You take a look at our work, you take a look at where we're going, and then you can see maybe where you would like to go.
Sounds good.
So if we don't have any more questions, then we'll wrap it up. And those people who do come up with them, because I know most of this stuff is a personal level thing. It's not like we're just going to call up. And this is something that people want to think about as well. But what we're trying to do here, and I want everybody to understand, is just because it's new doesn't make it different. You know, different to the point, don't do it. This is where we are going to take health and business where it's going to go for the future. I mean, we want to make sure that we're delivering the best products, the best platforms, and the best communication to help people to become their best. I mean, we're down here to have an adventure. We're down here to enjoy our lives, and that's what we're all about, and we're going to try to do that for you. Understand something. The International Training Institute of Health and all its trainings and certifications are fully accredited by the World Organization of Natural Medicine. So understand something. We didn't just throw this stuff together, okay? All right? So together, the Whole Life Coach, the Wolf Deep Tissue, and the Wolf Non-Surgical Certification is the leading way in healthcare today. And I'm going to prove it. And we are proving it. These 3 certifications are designed to give you the most advanced tools, strategies, and techniques in nutrition, emotional therapy, physical wellness, and the most powerful body work therapy in the world today. I want you to put us to the test, as thousands, and I mean thousands, have already, okay? And people love to test me, and do you know why they do? Because of the way I talk and the way we walk. But understand something. We can bring the bar up even much further. Listen, when people come together of like mind and they realize that their potential is unlimited, so is the healing and so is the financial abundance. Okay? We have created courses for the general public along with cutting-edge transformational courses for health professionals worldwide. What if you always wanted to become a natural health practitioner, but time and money were the obstacle? Well, that's over. What if you are already a health practitioner and struggling financially and therapeutically with your patient success? Well, that's over as well. What if I could deliver the most powerful training along with what we call business in a box so that you could focus on your passion and still have the financial success you always dreamed of? Well, look no further. Give us your time, and we will prove to you that you're needed. And you might as well live your dream. Why not live your dream? Okay? Think about it. It's time that you lived your dream. All right? We have a question. Go ahead.
Hi. Hello.
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 Hi. I just joined in this conversation just a few minutes back. So what I got of this is something to do with starting up a business. I mean, related
Absolutely.
to healing people and stuff. So just wanted to know, like, if a person from somewhere like from UK or from India who's taken the training of the deep tissue, not certification, but wants to pursue in this thing on health and wanting to be a practitioner on those scales, like looking out for business avenues, how can that person,
Well, all they
I don't know, like,
all they have to do is just to attend the 19-day training, which is the Whole Life Coach, the Wolf Deep Tissue, and the non-surgical. That we want them to do, because listen, you know what? Most people say that can't be possible. When you finish these 19 days, and you have to understand something, that we actually have, we're going to have trainings weekly, okay? Trainings weekly. 2-hour training. People call from all over the world. We'll be training on the products, going deeper with them. You will be calling and say, I've got a patient and she's got this, this, and this. What would you do? And then I'll be telling you. So, and then if we have people that have actually taken our courses, they have my direct line. They have my direct phone number. They can call me and say, well, Dr. Wolf, I have this patient. She's coming in this afternoon. What would you do? I will tell you what I would do if I was in that situation. And then, so understand something. You know what? It's time to get started. You know, the thing is that the system isn't working now. And believe it or not, the more that you return back to nature and the more that you can focus on your passion, that's why we say that we're trying to take the load off of you on the business aspect of it. Because you know what? The thing that I realized is that it doesn't matter how good my courses are. If everybody goes out there and financially crashes and goes bankrupt because they don't know how to market, they don't know how to sell properly because they don't have the confidence, but they do have the techniques to work on people, then we want to nurture that person. We don't want them to crash their dream. So this is what we do, but we do have to have that. When people come and take the personal treatment and training, that is so that they can work on their families in creating that perfect day. But, let's be real. When we can all come together and actually do a professional training with other people, and we really dig into it, okay? And then, the sky's the limit. I mean, I'm not shy about this. So, you come and you take the course. The course will vary from where you take it, but, in Canada, it's $6,300. Down in Florida, because we all go down there and I have to fly my staff down, it's $6,900 for all three. And then in Australia, the course that's happening is $6,900 with accommodation and with food. And it's all organic. So different places, it may vary a little bit. But understand, once somebody takes a 3-week course from me, if they want to really become master this stuff, if they come back to me, tell me that we're not honest and we don't have integrity, they pay half price. So now they're paying $3,500 to come back for the 19 days. And if they come back again, it's $35. So if somebody even took my courses 3 times, they spent what? Less than $15,000? That is that's not heard of. And the reason why is that, guess what? We are going to make this work. We're not going to pretend. We are going to create an army of practitioners that actually will be teaching patients to grow consciously and to get back to nature. And listen, I will say this right now, right here, that there is no therapy that's more powerful than wolf deep tissue to get rid of inflammation and scar tissue. And I'll tell you something, our body's made out of that. And if you know how to emotionally work with your patients and to physically work with them, and if you're carrying the best products on this planet, truly doing that, then you are the difference.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, you're saying do these 3 courses, the whole life certification and the deep tissue certification, and one
the
more,
non-surgical,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So these 3, and then the person will have the backing, full backing support from you all.
You know what? It will be this way. How big can you dream? Because I can dream pretty big, and anything that I do, I'm going to do for you. And then where are you going to get the support where you're going to get somebody coming on with you 2 hours weekly? We're doing it 2 hours every 2 weeks, but it will become 2 hours weekly because we're growing so fast. And then in the future, it's going to be all about my practitioners, because the practitioners will be able to touch hundreds and thousands of people's lives. Me, I can't do that. I need to go and find an army of people so that we can actually create this ripple effect, and that we can actually not just speak it, but actually do it.
Right.
Yes.
So if a person has to come in from, say, they have to be present here for exactly how much duration? If a person is coming from India.
19 days.
Or something.
19 days.
19 days in total.
In total, that's correct.
Okay. And the cost involved is around
and understand
$69,000.
something. The information that I provide for you, if you actually go through the consultations, you go through the 365-page manual, and you go through the perfect day, and you go through the Braveheart way, and you learn the 12 steps of emotional healing. Okay? You actually do this. Let me tell you something. I know I've got friends that have gone to school for 20 and 25 years, and I would not go to them 1 second for health or for emotional help, right? I wouldn't do it, but I love them. They're my friends, but I wouldn't do it, and their success rate is really low. So, and they know it, but they've spent like $100,000 to $150,000 on their. I mean, I've got some friends that have been out of school for 20 years and they're still paying off their student loans.
Basically, this emotional aspect, the homework has to be done before they come for the course,
No,
or
I
they
didn't
do
say
it along with the course.
I didn't say that, but the thing is guess what? Remember something. The subconscious mind is 90% of the mind. And if I can at least get you coming there, that you understand that it's your beliefs that are stopping you from being successful on all levels of life, then we're not going to have to struggle in the classroom with people that think that I'm testing them or challenging them, when all I'm trying to do is saying, hey, if you don't want to clear house in your subconscious and learn how to design and craft your own beliefs, because we know that 70% of the beliefs in everyone's mind is not theirs. And guess what? It's said that only 30% actually are positive and 70% are negative. Thank God we were created by God, because we'd be dead already. So what I'm trying to say is this: the more work that you do on learning how to start to reshape, rewire your mind before you get here, the faster you're going to get this. Remember something, the difference between me and you is confidence, because I know I can teach you my techniques. But then are you going to leave being confident? You're not going to leave going confident unless you've done a lot of repetition and you have gotten your mind, okay, which is your subconscious, to agree with you that you are confident, and then your unconscious part of your body, which is your body, to come along for the ride as well.
Right.
Okay.
So when like person comes in here, basically I'm asking about somebody who's already looking for these avenues, who's done the training. So, you know, I can just put this across to him. So that's why I was asking. It's my brother-in-law, basically.
Yes.
Oh, so if he's completed the course, I mean, are you just asking about the business builder side of things?
But I'm so glad came up as a show.
Can you hold on for a second, Peter? Go ahead.
Peter?
Yeah. Are you just inquiring about someone who's completed the certifications and they want to inquire about the business builder? If that's what you're asking, just give us a shout at either Peter at Doc of Detox or Jack at docofdetox.com. You can even reach us out, at contact at docofdetox.com as well. And we'll send you over the package information once it's finally live on the website. You'll see it under the About section and Business Builder.
And also, if I can say something, you do not have to take our courses to actually get one of our websites to carry all our products and then put your own products on it if you want. Listen, when it comes to us, we do not have any rules except for one: dignity, integrity, respect. If you follow those, then we will not tell you what to do or how to do it, but we will try to guide you the best way that you can have the most success.
Building off that slightly, and kind of going back to what Peter was saying earlier about, his skill set specific things that he can offer, like with the network security, things such as that. If anyone is looking for custom branding but may not want to jump all the way into a website, by all means, contact me directly, Jack at Doc Detox. Happy to help you out, even if you're not in the natural health industry.
Okay, yeah, but this is basically for a person like, because Sage had just been to India, so it's about my brother-in-law who's just done the deep tissue training, but not certified yet. And I was just suggesting to him, because I sort of knew there is some support system that you'll give, and if you want to take this further. So, but I wasn't sure about how exactly it works. And
yes.
I suddenly came across this life thing, which was, I was meaning to ask this anyways.
Okay, so
basically, he wanted to know, he said, you can ask and let me know about it. He's come from London and he is looking for business avenues back in India. So basically, just wanted to forward all the information to him, and then he can take it from there. He can see if he wants to pursue this thing, because he's good at the deep tissue work, and he needs to move forward with the health. He's just getting a feel of it but not quite there.
Well, you're
So,
not going to see. Okay, so what happened if for the audience that's listening right now, Sage, who's a master trainer, he went to India and he trained four people in a family, and now one of them wants to maybe come and take our courses and understand something. And you can tell your brother-in-law that we will look after him from A to Z. You know, the more passionate he is, the more we're going to give him, the more we're going to show him. You know, everybody can see how passionate I am. I just want everybody to jump on board. And everybody who really knows me knows I give everything away. I don't have any secrets here. You know, I'm not going to live forever.
right.
How much money do I need? Let's just make a whole bunch for everybody, and let's get everybody well at the same time and just have a really great life. Make that perfect day.
Right, because that's what I needed. He's going to start from scratch. All that he has is the deep training, the certification. No. So
If-
Well, I
has,
mean,
has he come for a certification, or did he just get
No,
the
he has
personalized
not.
treatment and
He has
training?
not. Jack, he hasn't.
Okay. Okay, so,
So-
you understand that these certification courses, they are different than what we offer for personalized treatment and training.
right,
And
right. I know.
in order to take patients, you need to be certified.
Right, true. So yeah, I want to know all this so that I can, let him know this. I'll forward the video to him, and he can take it from there. You know, this can
Yeah,
be because he's
the
totally
first
looking
step
into
would be for him to
starting
be
his
certified,
business.
and then he would come back to us for the business side of things. You don't want to
Exactly.
jump into a business and invest in it if you're not prepared
Mm-hmm.
yourself first.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now he's on leave from London, so he's like, yeah, I just needed to know all these. And also one thing, if he needs to first start with the course, when is it something like so that I can let him know?
That would be Daryl's avenue.
I couldn't hear her.
No, I
She
couldn't.
wanted to know if he wanted to take the course. When is it? When could he come? How can he schedule it?
Well, I'll be honest with you. We had 3 places. We only have 2 spots left now in Florida. So there's 2 spots left for the courses in Florida right now. And that's in St. Petersburg, and it starts on,
October 22nd.
thank you, Jack, October
You're welcome.
22nd, and then it runs for,
It runs until November 9th, and then we begin a second round of Whole Life Coach,
Yeah,
which
and then
lasts
we-
until
yeah.
November 16th.
we have some people that just want to come for whole life coach. You know, we've got a couple of medical doctors coming and some other people, chiropractors, I think, and we have a couple people that just want to come. They're lay people that do not want to. They don't really want the certification, but they're coming because they want the best emotional training that they can get. Because you have to understand something. How would it feel to be emotionally free and the master of your mind, and actually then really be and have the strength and the confidence to actually do that for your family? So that's why different people come for different reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, right now it's in Florida, and he needs to come there if he needs to take it. And after Florida, like if he cannot make it in October,
Well, then he can go to the next
then
one
when
is,
can he come? When is the next course?
well, there's no whole life coach that's going to happen in Australia, but they're having the deep tissue and the non-surgical there. So it's in Australia for the deep tissue non-surgical on February the 1st. And then I think it's the 3rd week in February that it's here in Canada. And then we're back in St. Petersburg, Florida next June.
Yeah, we have our Kelowna course is from February 17th until March 7th of 2019.
Yeah.
Florida might be the
Okay,
best
and-
bet since it's a closer flight from London.
Yeah, and the other thing is that the Florida one has all 3 in it. If you really want to be a practitioner, if you just take the Wolf deep tissue and the non-surgical, then you miss not the whole thing. You could still be a good therapist, but you have to understand something. Every physical condition that a person has is emotionally based. So
Yeah, the emotional is important, I understand. So all the 3 are being conducted in Florida in Australia, and then after that,
No,
around February?
no. Only the Wolf Deep Tissue and the non-surgical is in Australia. It's in Adelaide, and it's February 1st. Then all 3 courses will be in Kelowna on February the 17th. And then we're back in Florida again in St. Pete's in June. And then we have another one here in September in Kelowna, British Columbia. So that's the courses.
So all 3 trio courses are being offered in all locations except Australia, which is only the bodywork therapy.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, okay. So, again in June, you have all the 3 in Florida. That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
that's correct. So just know this, not because he's interested, but if he comes 3 times, then we would send him personal treatment and trainings wherever he lives in the world, because we get called all the time. And then he can actually help us. He can actually fly and help us training. Like right now, Sage
times in the sense, please clarify that.
Well, Sage just flew to North Carolina. From there, he goes to Florida. Then he goes to Toronto. And then he comes back here for a few days. And then he goes back to Florida. So he's the same thing he did for you, personal treatment and training. Our master trainers that come 3 times for all 3 courses, we refer personal treatment and trainings to their part of the world. And they can also come and help us train. And that's what Suzanne Gray's doing. That's what Andrea Frank is going to be doing. So, and we've got Gary out of Arizona. He's going to be doing it. We've got about 8 or 9 people that are working towards becoming master trainers, so that they can actually join us and actually start really getting out there and training people to become this, or taking on personal treatment and training. Like when Sage came to you, we would actually refer to a master trainer, a couple or a family, and then they would train them.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, like, to do it once, after he does it one time, then he could just start like practicing and also start
No. He won't be practicing. He will actually, he'll be treating.
I'm just trying to understand how he's going
to
do
listen.
it all.
Once he's done it once, the 3 courses, he can set up shop and get going. He'll have all the confidence he needs. Do you understand? Right now he's doing a great job. He just doesn't feel as confident because he hasn't put his time in. And also, like Jack was saying, a personal treatment and training is not the whole thing. The New World Practitioner triple course is not the same as just personal treatment and training.
Okay, so New World Practitioner means doing it 3 times, the triple course.
No, you're just doing it once. Once you do to become a New World Practitioner, you can come to the course just one time and do all 3 of them. And you are welcomed. We're not asking everybody to come and become a master trainer. A lot of people, they strive to become the best at whatever they do in their life. Not everybody wants to do that. But he will leave there the first time knowing how to do these things. I promise you. And like anybody else, do you think a medical doctor, after all the years of being there, he's confident? I'll tell you, he's not. He's not totally confident, but he knows what he's doing and he knows his way around. And trust me, when he finishes the first time going through these 3 courses, I'm telling you right now, and I make this promise, he'll be the best bodywork specialist and as far as creating the perfect day in a nutritional and emotional way within 250 miles of him. And that I can make a promise.
And we've had a bunch of people who've come only for one time and are now successfully taking clients. Suzanne Gray, who called in earlier, is a fantastic example of that. She started offering deep tissue treatments within her clinic after her first round through here with us.
Pretty well everybody does, except
you already had a clinic, right? This is for a person who doesn't have anything. So how does he get started after doing the first time training?
Oh, wait a minute. But you didn't hear Jack properly. So we have...
Yeah, I didn't get it.
No. You have to understand something. People that don't have a clinic, they get started right away. They either go into a clinic already established, or they will actually set up in their home. Okay? Okay? Or they'll go and rent a small space and they'll get going. And that's where we come in with teaching you how to market yourself And how, okay, the other thing is you don't know, but our videographer here will also be training everyone on how to do Facebook properly, how to get on and do a show like this. You know what? Just doing a one a day on Facebook or doing Instagram, people are not confident with it, and they've been practicing for years. And we will teach him how to do that. We're the whole package. And understand something. People want to hear from us. You know, they want little tidbits. They want help. Oh, wow. Did you hear what he just said? He said that if I do this and this, I'll get this. Isn't that amazing? So, you know what? People think they look funny. They think they don't talk right. They think they're not smart enough. And it's our job to get rid of that as soon as possible so that this person can come out of their shell and live their dream.
Wow.
Okay.
No, thank you so much. This is what I wanted to know. So
well, this is what we're going to do.
Him.
We are going to do this. Yeah. I have such a great team, from the videographer to Jack with the graphics to IT, and then to myself. And this team is going to continue to grow. And we are going to prove to everyone
so good.
that
like all he has to do now is make a decision and make some arrangement for the amount he needs to spend. I think then he's set. Like if he's
Yeah.
Exactly. And then we take care of the rest.
And we take care of the rest. We will, and we actually mean this. Listen to me. Just as a child starts to learn how to walk, you hold its hand and it feels brave. Our job is to hold his hand so he can find his bravery.
That's what I needed to know. So now the ball is in his court.
Yeah,
I'll forward everything to him, and if he needs to, he'll get back.
Yeah, and you know what?
So much for
I could pick random people out of a hat of practitioners that came here, and they will tell you that everything I told you today is truth.
Right. No, I definitely. I know this thing was there. There was something about you all supporting people. I didn't know exactly what it is, and I'm so glad I happened to check this video out, and it was live. So I needed to call and check.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And you know what? You've been amazing. The questions you've asked and the things that you've done, you know what? You should be the practitioner.
I definitely want to, but I know there are certain shortcomings because I've been wanting to come and I know that I want to do the certification for sure. I've told my husband that I'm going to take it, but I don't know when I'm going to plan and do it. So
we'll be here for you when you're ready.
But that is for sure. I'm going to take it.
All right, love.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. All right, so that was amazing, and I really want to thank her from the bottom of my heart because it really dug out a lot of things that I think that most people, if they're listening, will probably enjoy. Now, Jack and Peter, is there anything that you would like to add before we close off?
I think we touched on pretty much everything.
Okay.
If anyone has any other questions, we gave them certain avenues to reach us. They can also call the office. But this is a new service we are introducing, so any questions that we didn't address, just give us a shout. And I would say you should probably expect an official release within 2 to 4 weeks.
Yep. So yeah, it's amazing. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. I know it's been a kind of a different show, but that's what we do, right? We're kind of different. If you want to be outstanding, you got to stand out, which means you got to be different. And you know what? That's what I am, different. So if you want different, come and see us because that's what we are. And before we wrap up, I just want to say that on Monday, I'll be with Clayton Nolte at 3 p.m. talking about structured water. And then I'll be doing my Braveheart Q&A. So if you've got emotional questions or some troubling nutritional ones, you can call at 3 p.m. on Braveheart on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we're with the amazing Dr. Marlene Siegel, and she's going to be interviewed. She's for Pet Star. It's all about pets. And she'll be interviewed by Abby Michelle, who's our leading nutritionist here at the Doc of Detox. Okay. And then on next Thursday, I'm doing Pain-Free Body. And Pain-Free Body is, I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to talk for an hour and a half on how to have a pain-free body. And I want you to come in and challenge me and go, hey, I got gout. Hey, I got a knee problem. Hey, I got a sore throat. And then I'm just going to talk about casually to you what I would do if I was in your shoes. Okay? So I want to thank you for joining me. And just remember something. It's the weekend. So listen, hug heart to heart. Leave smiles wherever you go in case we want to find you. God bless. Thank you for joining us.